You could be losing marks right now on questions you actually know the answer to. Not because the content is hard, but because of small predictable mistakes that examiners see every single year. And examiners write those mistakes down in a document anyone can access for free. It's called an examiner's report. And in this video, you'll learn how to use examiner reports to improve your GCSE grades, working smarter, not harder. They explain where students lost marks, why they lost them, and what top answers did differently. I'm Rob, a computer science teacher with 18 years of experience, and I use examiner reports every year to help my students nail their target grades. You can use them too. So what are examiner reports? And why are they different from mark schemes? This trips a lot of people up. A mark scheme tells you what the correct answer is. An examiner report tells you why students didn't get it. And after each exam series, examiners go through every question and they record where marks were dropped, what students misunderstood, and what the best answers did differently. They're written for teachers, but they're public, which means you can see exactly what examiners are looking for. Wondering if they're easy to find? They are. Examiners' reports are published by every exam board, AQA, Edexcel, OCR, and WJEC. Go to your exam board's website, find your subject, and you'll see 3 documents: the question paper, the mark scheme, and the examiner's report. They're free. They've always been there. It's just that loads of students never click on them. It's really tempting to just read through them, but this won't help you learn. Instead, scan for patterns. If you read an examiner report like revision notes, you'll skim it, you'll take a few points, and you'll move on. Instead, you need to look for trends by looking at exam reports for at least the past 3 years. Look for repeated comments like, many students failed to use key terminology, or answers lacked sufficient detail, or students described but they didn't explain. These comments come up across questions, across papers, across years, because the mistakes that cost students marks, they aren't random. They're pretty predictable. And if something is predictable, you can prepare for it. The same errors made by different students every single sitting. When you start seeing the same feedback repeated, that should become your revision priority list. If this is already helping you see your revision differently, hit like and subscribe. We've got loads more GCSE strategies like this coming up. Then it's time to turn those patterns into specific actions. This is the step that actively improves your grade. You should turn every comment you read into something you actively do in your revision. Here's a real example. Edexcel English Literature Examiner reports constantly flag the same issue. Year after year, for an inspector calls questions. Weaker responses describe what happens rather than exploring how the writer creates meaning. If you're an English literature student and you read that, your action isn't revise more, it's specific. Every point I make needs to explain what the writer is doing rather than just stating what happens in the scene. That's a completely different way of writing an answer, and it came from the examiner telling you what's costing student marks. So instead of just revising more, you can go straight to the inspector calls revision notes on Save My Exams, tighten your understanding, and then apply it in your next answer. The same principle works for any comment you spot. When you see students misread the command word in a GCSE chemistry exam report, you can make a note. Before I write anything, I'll underline the command word and I'll check what it's asking. The more specific your action, the more focused your revision is. And this is what can have a massive impact on your final grade. Once you've identified the common mistakes and turned them into actions, you can answer questions on that topic and apply them. Save My Exams has a huge bank of exam-style questions that are organised by subject and topic, so you can go from reading a report about, say, ionic bonding, to answering questions specifically on that topic area. And with SmartMark, you get instant feedback. If you're still dropping marks in the same places the examiner flagged, you haven't fixed it yet. If you're nailing the marks, that's a measurable improvement. So here's the loop you need to turn it into a habit. Read at least 3 examiner reports. Identify the mistakes. Turn them into actions. Answer Save My Exams topic questions. Check your SmartMark feedback. Remember, if the same issue keeps appearing across different years, that tells you something important. This is a known weak spot. It's likely to come up again, and most students are still going to get it wrong. Those recurring patterns are your highest priority targets. The content isn't harder, but the way students answer the questions is falling short. Consistently use the loop we just mentioned and you'll be giving the examiners what they want. Revising isn't just about learning more and more content until your head aches. To really improve your grade, you need to work out where the marks are being lost and stop losing them. Do this. Find a few examiner reports for the GCSE subjects you're taking. Scan for patterns and turn those patterns into specific actions. Apply them immediately with questions. Check your answers and your feedback. And if you want to put this into practice, once you've got the examiner reports in front of you, Save My Exams has everything you need. Past papers, topic questions, revision notes, and SmartMark for instant feedback. Links are in the description below. The marks are there, and now you know how to get them.